This is Sophie Loof, co-owner of the family company Partex with her father Torbjörn Loof. She is also the founder and chairman of Loof Foundation. The foundation gives back to those in need, including children, young people, refugees, and endangered animals worldwide. Since the beginning of the family business, her grandmother and grandfather had always helped other people in different ways. Loof Foundation started through Sophie's conversations with her grandmother Inger Loof, who was a founder of the company along with her grandfather in 1948. Sophie spoke with her grandmother just before she passed away and promised her that she would start a foundation so that the family name would live on with the mission in mind to help others in need. Sophie believes that as a co-owner of a successful group of companies, it is her responsibility to share with others to be able to help reduce the suffering that many people experience around the world. We hope that you find it interesting to see what we've done in the Loof Foundation since it started. The first project that we engaged in was in a village called Pannapur in India, where our aim was to lift the village out of extreme poverty during a 3-year period. We supported Hand in Hand, a non-profit organization, in their fantastic work throughout India. We opened 3 schools and 2 daycares. We also brought 51 child laborers into school. We provided extra school and support for those who needed it in the evenings and handed out books, pens, and toys to the children, who all had the biggest smiles. It was great to have Partex ambassadors take part in visiting and contributing to the village. We wanted to empower the women of the village, so we created entrepreneurship training for women. By the end of the 3 years, 188 women were trained in business entrepreneurship. And 15 self-help groups were set up to better educate the women, as many started their own diverse enterprises in sari making, tailoring, pickle making, and papad making. A community center was opened which allowed 510 children and adults to attend computer training. We felt very proud to support a 17-year-old boy with books for 2 years in his studies in medical school, as this was a rare event to see youth continue their education in the village. One major part of the program was to improve the villagers' health, so we had 5 medical camps set up. These medical camps treated 798 adults, and 105 children received care from pediatricians. We were so happy to install many water filters in the village and help support them with 2 Syntex water tanks, which would mean clean drinking water for all of the villagers. We also installed 25 toilets to create better hygiene, with 12 of them being biogas toilets. The environment was another key point we focused on and planted 1,210 trees to provide shade and stop erosion. We had 2,148 animals treated and held 4 veterinary camps to educate the people on how to care for the animals in the community. It was amazing to see all of the positive results from our first project. Sophie had always wanted to create a home of hope, and her dream came true when she met Pima Dorji Lama at a Buddhist retreat where he told her about the orphan children in a village called Ratinkot in the mountains of Nepal. She immediately said she wanted to help and support them. She was so touched when she first met the children and heard their tragic stories. It was an amazing feeling for her to lay the foundation stone with Pima. The construction of Home of Hope first started in September 2014. Home of Hope was almost complete, and the date was set for June 6, 2015 for all of the children to move in. However, on the morning of April 25, 2015, there was a strong earthquake in Nepal. All of the children were fine. However, Home of Hope was now destroyed. We held the charity gala in Mariestad, Sweden, which involved close to 300 guests, many great performances, and speeches to raise the rest of the cost for rebuilding Home of Hope. It was so amazing to see all of the people that wanted to help and support us during such a devastating time. Home of Hope was rebuilt using iron support beams, wooden roof rafters, bricks, and cement, which would keep it stable and upright in case of any future earthquakes. We traveled to Nepal during April of 2016 to hold the inauguration of Home of Hope.
This is my sincere request to every one of you. Please.
Handed out party hats and party bags to all children, cut the ribbon to Home of Hope, provided lunch to all the villagers, and had a few performances. It was such a magical day, as we had been waiting for it for so long.
He hears and he listens.
Yeah?
Okay,
It's no problem. No problem. And he has no pain anywhere.
Hi, Morgana.
Hello, Pooja.
How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm good. You?
Good. I'm very good. Oh, that's so nice. Good. And then they get a little meal.
Bel piano la, bel piano la.
It has warmed our hearts to see all of the Home of Hope children thrive, develop, and grow from living at Home of Hope. All of the children have improved their grades at school, gained weight, and grown taller from a nutritious diet. We have helped to build a greenhouse, which has been very useful in producing fresh vegetables for all of the children. In just 3 short months, the Home of Chickens gave the children 130 eggs. We are so proud and happy to see the positive development our Home of Hope children show each day. They are all such loving, kind, and gentle children. We hope that the skills and knowledge they learn in Home of Hope will help them fulfill their dreams and give back to others. We started a 3-year program with Folwini High School in Durban, South Africa in 2015. We are supporting an organization called Star for Life and hope to reduce the spread of HIV while at the same time strengthening the children's self-esteem and belief in their future. There are 1,500 students at the school, and approximately 60% of the students are orphans, mostly due to AIDS, while 30 to 40% of the students are HIV positive. They teach students about the Star for Life star and what its colors represent. The way that Star for Life teaches these important messages is through singing and dancing. Star for Life also has a mobile health clinic providing health education and free healthcare. We believe so much in Star for Life's work and are so glad to continue to support the students at Folwini High School. Not only do humans suffer around the world, but so do animals. In South Africa, many lions are being killed for their body parts or used for hunting. Unfortunately, lions are viewed as more valuable dead than alive. This is not the case at Andy's Lion Sanctuary, and this is one of the main reasons why we have helped Andy Rive from the documentary on Animal Planet called The Lion Queen.
The Lion Queen. Make her dream happen.
We have been fortunate to be a part of the season finale episode where our support in a lion enclosure at the sanctuary was filmed.
Torbjörn. Leon.
Hello, I'm Gunilla.
Pleased to
Another
meet you.
strange name.
No, that's not that strange. Hello.
I'm Sophie.
Hello, Sophie.
Nice to meet you.
Easy name.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe we should take a little walk and I'll show you what I've been...
Perfect. I'd like to sponsor an enclosure that you mentioned before, and that we can see how many lions we can sponsor a month.
Today is a big day as work has finally been completed on the new Lurth enclosure. Andy meets Sophie there so they can have a last inspection of the space before it opens.
We're going to have the opening of the Lu Foundation Lion Lagoon, the great enclosure that Andy has built, where they're going to stay 2 lion boys. They are around 15 months old.
exactly what I imagined. She's like a little bit like me. I feel she's just completely different life paths, but the same
Kind of energy.
yeah, and drive and motivation.
By making multiple visits to the sanctuary, we have been able to help support Andy in many ways. We helped to rescue a 2-month-old lion cub, who we helped to name after the Swedish king Carl Gustaf. He is now the Swedish Lion King Carl and has grown to be a beautiful, thriving, and playful lion. We have volunteered at the sanctuary, which involved us helping to feed the lions, helping with building projects, and supporting Andy with 2 sterilization surgeries for lionesses, as Andy believes that no more lions should be bred into captivity. We cannot wait to continue supporting Andy and her wonderful lions. Dawn runs the project Home of Love in South Africa, which is a community center that has a health and wellness clinic, children's care center, early education and development facility. Orphaned and vulnerable children can come in the day to receive proper food and clothing. We were so happy to help partake in the celebrations for Nelson Mandela Day by handing out Lou Foundation teddy bears and books donated by Partex UK. All of the children were so happy to receive these gifts. Aniela is the daughter of a Partex Haley employee in Durban, South Africa. She was very happy to receive a scholarship from us. She attends the University of South Africa in Durban and is studying for her teaching degree in early childhood development. Aniela has worked hard and done a great job in school by scoring 78% overall during her previous semester. While we were in Brazil, we wanted to help and support a daycare center called Projeto Jozinho that was founded in 1991 by Mrs. Tania. We came dressed in large sunglasses and funny costumes to bring some happiness and joy to the children, as many of the children come from very difficult family situations. The project is run through donations only, so we wanted to contribute by supplying them with lots of toys, food, household items for cleaning, toothbrushes, and toothpaste. We, of course, brought lots of costumes for all of the children. They had a great time dressing up and were so happy for all of the items we gave them. We were so happy to visit and support Fjäregen's school and family home just outside of Moscow, where 120 children with special needs live. The children are between 7 and 19 years old. We started our day off with shopping for hygiene items, bathroom products, and a few medical supplies. We also handed out Lou Foundation teddy bears, notebooks, and pencils that we brought with from Sweden. We had a wonderful time seeing the smiles on the kids' faces and receiving many hugs from them. We were thrilled to visit, volunteer, and support Elmhurst Yorkfield Pantry. The food pantry has been running for 31 years and supports 400 families per month We got to help the people shop for food as it works like a normal food store. However, the difference is that they do not have to pay for the food. Each person is given an allowance depending on the size of their family. We had a great time helping out and supporting them to expand their store. With many of our projects being worldwide, we wanted to give back to our own home country here in Sweden. That's why we have helped with many projects in Sweden. We had the great pleasure of taking 30 unaccompanied refugee children from Gullspång's municipality to the opera in Gothenburg, as we wanted to give them a cultural experience. They all expressed how much fun it was and that they all had a great time. We visited a communal living area for refugees to distribute 3 large bags filled with kids and baby clothes. We provided refugee girls with many items of clothes and shoes. Everyone has been so grateful for the items we've distributed. In Torabura, there is a cat shelter with many cats and kittens. Lisbeth Johansson and her staff care for these cats. We paid the cat shelter a surprise visit and brought along the local grocery store's whole stock worth almost 5,000 Swedish crowns. It was so touching to see Lisbeth cry tears of joy when we showed up. We wanted to give back to the community of Gullspång in Sweden by sponsoring a zipline at the local playground. It's been a great addition for the young children to play on, and we hope that the community continues to enjoy it. It was so great to contribute to the charity foundation Sgt Peppers Friends, run by Yoga Girl. We helped to rescue dogs found in the local dump, puppies, cats, and kittens. We were so happy to donate towards their project of opening an animal shelter. We were so happy to visit and donate to the Helping Hands of Devonport organization in New Zealand. They provide the homeless with food, clothing, and hygiene products. They also deliver to the homeless that cannot walk and feed up to 140 homeless people. We donated many hygiene products, sanitary items for women, paper plates, eating utensils, cups, and food. It felt so good to be able to help and donate to this fantastic project that gives back to so many people. We had the great opportunity to help donate and volunteer at an organization under the Red Cross. Aniela has been running this grocery shop for 17 years, as it provides 120 families with reduced prices on food. Many of the items are donations from other grocery stores, people, or markets who bring leftover items they could not sell. We shopped for close to 5,000 Swedish crowns worth of food to donate. It was so moving to be able to contribute to Aniela's great work of helping others put food on the table for their families. We've been so fortunate to see the positive results from our projects in support around the world. We are just as committed today as we were when the foundation first started. As our mission statement says, we seek to promote the care and education of children and young people, and also focus on environmental and social aid activities. We will continue to support projects, contribute hands-on, and give back in any way we can. We cannot wait to see what the future holds and what our next project will be.